put it out in the public, everything. No secrets. That's where we are right now. You're the one that have the inability to cooperate with us. I done offered them a chance. Yeah. And it sounds kind of strange. They offer somebody a chance. The system. The whole system. You're offering them, hey man, how about the JPOC first? You know, whatever that thing is. We had making it according, because they know we know they lie, so, but we want it on paper. That's what we want. Okay, systems, psychological inability to surrender to Negroes. But there's subconscious or unconscious compliance with everything we say. Think about it. We go down there, it's a demonstration. Right? Think of every demonstration we went to. It revolves around us. Every one of them. And the last two are super clear. The last two, they draw the police line back to here, where they're 1 foot away from us. Right? And the guy's coming over trying to talk to me to get the microphone to quiet down, and I'm telling him, this is Hollywood here. All of this. And it's making them uncomfortable because when they do it, it looks like Hollywood. Look at that line. And then our homeboy, the white boy with the long hair, pulled off his shirt. I'm still here. Oh man, you think somebody going for that mess? Hollywood. Okay, that means that we have to tell people that what you're seeing now, all this is Hollywood manufactured, stage play, all of that mixed into one. And if you don't learn from this one, all the agenda, no police, this, da-da-da-da-da. That stuff, it was funny watching 1968 on TV last night. Everything, the Kerner report, all of that, why the riot started, why this, that, and another, is poverty, is everything is happening. It's sad.
Not only is it happening, they're using the same 1968 discussion points for today.
Everything. The white folks and the police and all mixed between.
Right.
Well, we're going to have to study it. I said, you're going to have to study on niggas. And we've been here 400-something years, and you got to research? Like what? Okay, all of this that we talk about, that's for us to tell them. They think that they start using drugs. But here's, I said, drug and their effects on the individual, on the family, on the community. Drugs as a means of exploitation and control of the black community. Who's the real victim? Right, on and on and on. Each lecture, this is from 86, way back then, right? That's why they was on us then, because this is what we were doing. We was using every bit of knowledge we done acquired in Africa, in the Middle East, in Oakland itself. And remember, they talk about 1968 on the 1968 is when we started the only successful black program in the United States. Martin Luther King didn't have one. They had the poor people's thing down there. We didn't have no poor people's thing in Oakland. We had the rich people's stuff in Oakland. Oakland was wealthy. Statistics, or call some of the people from between 70 and 80 years old. They'll tell you, man, Oakland was booming. Oakland was booming. Why? Because we used the principles, normal principles, black nationalism. Control everything, like Malcolm said, it comes and goes in your community. Manage your money correctly. we not only managed our money correctly, we still had a party at the same time. And wasn't nobody over, shoot, I was 25 when I left the country at 25. When I left, all other time, 22, 23, 20, you know what I mean? And it was all natural. It was just natural. Okay, imagine when we get all that experience that we done done. That's why the police, they know all of that. They were sitting there and they said, that nigga fooled us. And da-da-da-da-da. And we was running around after, well, putting us in jail too. You saw the paper I got on jail. I was in jail more than anybody. But we had a mission to do. Okay, now we can educate the people on what we're trying to do. That's why this hadith is very... Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, wealth is not in vast riches, but wealth is in self-contentment. Self-contentment. It is reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, verily Allah says, O son of Adam, find leisure in my service. Have a good time. And that's when a coach can train you to the top of your ability, and there's nothing else he can show you, what he tell you? Go out and have a good time. Just have fun. Just do like y'all did when you was kids. You'll stretch farther. If it's fun, you'll stretch farther, right? You'll run harder because it's fun. I don't have to do this because I'm going to get sold to another team, or they ain't going to like me if I don't catch the ball. No, I'm having fun, so you're going to be really trying to catch that ball because it's fun. So the extra inch or 2 inches it takes to catch it, you're going to do it because it's fun. Make Islam your leisure. Make this work fun. If you do, I shall fill your heart with contentment, and I shall shut up the door to poverty. If you don't do it, I shall keep your hands engaged in work, and I shall not close up your door to poverty. So definitely what that means is what we talked about all the time yesterday. You will be working. It don't say you ain't gonna have no more money. But you're just gonna be working, and you ain't gonna never get enough money. Why? Because you never will be satisfied. Very few people get enough money, it's way up in the high 90s, to be satisfied. They're not going to be satisfied. That's what it means. We're going to close up. You're going to still be working, but we're closing up. We're not giving you contentment. You're going to be contented. You're going to be sufficient, self-sufficient. You're going to be satisfied. You're going to be full. You ain't going to have no desire for more, because you're going to be contented with what you have. That don't mean that Allah not going to give you more though. Because Allah said, if you're grateful, I'm going to give you more. So if you're grateful, you're just going to still be getting, right? And if you're not grateful, and if you're not making Allah's work leisure, this is leisure. Who in the hell is going to come and they're shooting your children and they're doing all that and you say, this is my leisure? That's what they're doing. They're doing it. Everybody can see that. And it didn't start last week. They've been doing it. They've been doing it for 50 years. But for the last 40, with the Islamic title, the last 45, that's what they've been doing. They know what they've been doing. And we've been right with them. So now we're telling them, remember, this is the thing about, you see all those books in there, but look like somebody went there and tried to tear the office up, but it's okay, they can tear it up, who cares, But anyway, it's just the office after all, right? But it does look like it's got a little tearing up there. Contentment. Satisfaction of reaching capacity. Contentment is an emotional state of satisfaction that can be seen as a mental state, may be drawn from being at one's ease in one's situation and body and mind. Speaking of contentment, could be a state of having accepted one's situation and a milder form of happiness. That's why I pushed the button, on the phone, for something on contentment. And I listened to the talk I gave yesterday was some of the hadith and the Quranic, not so wild, but it had a pinch of biblical stuff. And I listened to the on contentment, and the preachers be talking, and they was talking about, let me see. This is about Paul. Now, we're not no friend of Paul's. Barnabas is different.
Right.
And Barnabas is different, but Barnabas and Paul broke up.
Right.
I'm not going to get into suspecting Paul of sabotaging the Jesus movement, which was a Jewish movement, by changing it all up. You know what I mean? They got books on Jesus. No, James, the brother of Jesus, they got stuff in the New Testament, breaking legs and all that. They was, talking about the Lord Jesus Christ, them boys was gangsters, hysterical. And Paul, was a prosecuting attorney. I'm not saying that he said the way to get rid of this Christianity, or whatever they call it, and Judaism in a new form, is we'll take it to the Romans and we'll change it all up. So he in the penitentiary, he see people eating pigs. If you're a Jew, you can't eat no pig. And the uncircumcised, everything, this is not Judaism, right? But Jesus was a Jew. Anyway, so here's what old Paul said. I'm not pro-Paul, but there's a thing that he says here, and I'm going to read a little bit of it. I rejoice in the Lord greatly that now at last you have revived your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned for me, but had no opportunity to show it. Not that I am referring to being in need, for I have learned to be content with whatever I have. I know what it is to have little, and I know what it is to have plenty. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being well fed and of going hungry and having plenty and being in need. I can do all these things through him who, okay, now here's what, Paul is slick. I'll read a little bit more, then I'll go back over it. You Philippians indeed know that in the early days of the gospel, when I left Macedonia, no church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving, except you alone. In other words, he had been all over the place. Macedonia opening up churches. But ain't nobody, he said, but y'all kind of cut me loose in giving and receiving. In other words, you dummies know I need money to do all this work. And, but he talked to the other ones, he said, I rejoice in the Lord greatly that now at last you have revived your concern for me. He talking trash. You are revived. I'm glad y'all remembered me. You revived your concern for me. Because remember, he's in the penitentiary here, or he's under house arrest. And so whatever it is, he needs money, but he's telling them, hey, if you help me, it's fine. If you don't, I don't care, because I'm content. That's what he's saying. I done been well fed and I done been hungry. And in all situations, in all circumstances, I'm fine. I'm good. I don't care what I don't care how it goes. I'm content. That's basically what he's saying. But he's telling this church, indeed, you were concerned for me, but had no opportunity to show it. He said, I know y'all was concerned, but you just didn't have a chance to express yourself. It's just like all the people here, right, we're talking to. Now with all of this, everybody knows that we need physical help. Anybody, they gotta be crazy not to know, right, that we need physical H-E-L-P help. And it's so strange that if you send any help, do not send it in Masjid al-Islam, because they closed off the accounts with Masjid al-Islam. Oh, we'll get them back, don't worry about it. So you leave your check blank or put Clarence Greens on it. I got lucky and got an account in that name. I used to never have an account in my name. I got a stack of checks right now. I can't cash it. And I ain't gonna try to cash it. I went to the bank once, so fine, forget it. When I'm in the jury, I see these checks. They're probably too old to cash now, but these boys here gave my money away. Now imagine, if I'm in the house, the only person on those old accounts was Sakina. And the one count where they took $100,000, and they know it, they have never said, that's terrible. What's going on? The people that I'm told, if something go wrong, you just do whatever you want to do with that. You and Fatima can make a move. You know, everybody take care of everything else. Everything all paid up. Don't worry, but y'all cruise. Whatever you want to do. They ain't said those are bad people that took my money, our money. They don't say that. They don't say nothing about it. And as far as money is concerned, when they was taking money out of the bank, I would be, look out for this, look out for that. Where is that? I don't know. So that's $7,000, you don't know? No? Okay. No, what about yours? Oh, here it is. I said, yeah, but that's, I don't know how much of it is missing. Right? That's your dear daughters. The police is telling them to do that. Bahia is telling them to do that. That stuff is just happening. That stuff is happening. That stuff is happening right now. Right? Now, how am I going to be contented with that? I am. It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. All I know is this is what the hadith say. If you make, I do understand it because other people don't understand it. You know, like it was years before getting married. So I didn't want to get married. Why? Because I was thinking, this is what I was thinking about, right? Focus on the work. That was leisure, that was play, it was everything. That's what it was. That's what it is now. That's why we say to boss man, you got to get yourself together. And contentment is a skill that's learned, but it's a gift from Allah. So, just like Paul, if they help, I already know the rules. Well, poverty, and I'm glad to hear from y'all, you know. Not that in giving and receiving, you Philippians indeed know that in the early days of the gospel, when I left Macedonia, no church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving, except you alone. There's only one church that helped him. And those helped him after he's told them before, I'm glad y'all revived your remembrance. You remembered the brother. It was a long time. He wouldn't want to talk to him any worse than that. But he said, you have revived your concern for me. My goodness, he's in the penitentiary. And he didn't open all the churches, Thessalonians, Corinthians, all those new names in the Bible, in the Bible, right, in the New Testament. Colossus, whoever, all those names. So he's talking about contentment. Nobody would understand contentment if, when I got them bangs up in the head, the people in the hospital, two old African Americans, I ain't never saw nobody coming here so happy. And I said, yeah, alhamdulillah. That's what I was actually happy, and I acted like I was happy. Right? Because see, if you understand this work, remember these guys here? These are all, when Dr. Kaleem Siddiqui dies, right? What happened to all these guys? They went crazy. What did Dr. Siddiqui say, right? Imam Musa is the essence of everything that is good. I didn't hear that at first, because when I finished speaking, I must have went to the restroom or something, made wudu, and come back. By that time, he was into his lecture. That's what he said, right? Okay. So why all the homeboys didn't say, well, shoot, Dr. Siddiqui, that's our leader, he got the game on, Well, why not? Do they help? Heck no. Shoot. The people over there, this is an international scheme. When I go over there, Sakina was one, so whatever that was, she learned how to walk in South Africa. Instead of us living in a certain way, they got us living with a sister. Healthy, half white, half Indian sister. It's relatively healthy. I mean, pleasant to look at and all of that. And if I get up in the morning and drink some coffee or something,